brought to you by the maker of Minecraft and Brain Strain Elixir, the remedy that eliminates the pain of brain strain. Today's guest is Sophie Amundsen, who has been receiving life-altering, mysterious, and anonymous letters. First, we have a short film showing what happens when a group of philosophers presents a paradox to the unsuspecting public.
We would like you to tell us what you think of this.
The sentence on the other side is true. The sentence on the other side of this card is false. Well, I would say the sentence on the other side of this card is false, and this sentence on this side is true.
Oh, which means the sentence on the side that says true is false because this side says that it's false.
Yes.
And if that's true that it's false, then that one must be false.
So that one says that it's
That's
true.
what you were saying.
This one said this sentence on the other side of this card is true, and then this one says so that side is false. So then this couldn't be. I don't know.
I think you have to ask me something simpler because I'm rather old.
Your thoughts on this?
The sentence on the other side of this card is false.
And if you turn that around.
The sentence on the other side of this card is true. To utter in total confusion. I know there's a system to this, but I don't know it.
It's called a paradox.
Paradox?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's kind of like a philosophy puzzle.
Interesting.
If I said maybe, would I be right?
I don't know the sentence on the other side of this card. So things are true and things are false.
Would like to ask you, could you please explain this or tell us what you think about it?
Okay. I'm a bit confused.
I don't know what it is mean. Sorry.
It's a paradox. It's a paradox. It's a philosophy.
That's interesting.
We're with a school philosopher's cafe. Can you tell us what this means to you?
What?
It's a paradox.
I don't understand stuff like this. This is too much.
Good afternoon and welcome to Philosophy Today. Today's guest is Sophie Amundsen. Sophie has been receiving mysterious letters for some time. Please join me in welcoming Sophie Amundsen. Welcome, Sophie. Can you tell us about these mysterious letters?
Well, it all started when I received 2 letters that asked, who are you and where does the world come from?
And how was that? Was it weird to get such mysterious letters?
Well, I never really thought about who I am or where the world comes from. It completely took over everything. I could think of nothing else. I couldn't even play with my best friend Joanna.
Did you have any clue who wrote the letters?
Those letters introduced me to the wonder of philosophy.
Did you feel like you were being stalked?
The only thing we require to be good philosophers is the faculty of wonder.
Do you think the person who is writing the letters is someone you know?
Oh, not that kind of wonder. I mean, it's like when a magician pulls a rabbit out of a hat. You know.
A rabbit?
Yes, we're part of something as wondrous as a magic act. I mean, think about it. The world is amazing.
A magic act?
Don't you think it's astonishing to be alive?
Well, yes, suppose I do sometimes.
But don't you think it's astonishing the world exists at all? Perhaps you think the world is quite normal.
Well, it is, isn't it?
We should be just as amazed as at the world as if we were sitting on the fur of the rabbit as it is pulled from the hat.
So you think the person who's sending letters is some kind of magician?
You don't get it. We're all like insects, born on the tips of the rabbit's fur. Out there on the tip, we're amazed at what we see. The world is a wondrous place.
Your rabbit has fleas?
No, we are the insects. As we get older, most of us snuggle down into the rabbit's fur, where we get comfortable and forget our wonder.
Well, I'm not an insect. Are you calling me an insect?
The insecting is figurative. I mean, it's like people all get so comfortable. They go to sleep and miss everything. But we philosophers keep wondering and noticing how amazing it all is. We climb up to the tips of the fur and stare right into the magician's eyes.
So do you get to meet the magician who sent you the letters?
No, I don't think he's a magician. But he says we will meet someday. Unless they put something green in the mailbox, like a frog.
Fleas? Rabbits? Frogs? This is crazy.
You're just like my mother. You just snuggled up in the rabbit's fur and gone to sleep.
Sophie, you're not on drugs, are you?
Drugs? Are you kidding? That just makes you duller. How could you think such a thing? You sound just like my mother.
Okay. Moving along, our next two guests are professors of psychiatry and inventors of the soon-to-be-released game Minecraft. Please join me in welcoming Professor Huchokalakaman and Professor Weichseltenhoven. Professors, I find it very difficult to pronounce your names.
We can make it easier on you. Just call me Professor Who.
And call me Professor Y.
Welcome to the show, professors.
Thank you. We're delighted to be here.
Yes, you have a very interesting show. We never miss it.
Why is that?
Who, me?
What?
Can you tell us about your new game, professors?
Yes, it's an exciting new concept. Players will build a brain and then program it to solve any question or think any thought. There are presets of the brains of famous thinkers and philosophers. Here, try it.
This sounds exciting. Who is your favorite philosopher?
What?
Who is my favorite philosopher?
Who?
Yes.
I'm confused. Who is your favorite philosopher?
Right, Professor Who is my favorite philosopher. He's brilliant.
Why?
No, who?
What?
What famous philosophers are there in the game?
Well, Voltaire is one of the presets.
What would a brain program to think like Voltaire offer?
Who knows?
Who, me? Well, yes, I do know. Voltaire says that doubt is not a pleasant condition, but certainly is absurd.
Are you certain?
No, that would be absurd.
Do you think this game will have a positive influence on children?
Yes, it will encourage their creative imagination.
Why?
What? Oh yes, building a brain is the greatest imaginative process there is. It's also good for them to be exposed to the thoughts of great philosophers in the presets. For example, Pascal tells us imagination decides everything. That is the philosophy that inspired Minecraft.
Let's see how Sophie's enjoying it. Sophie, how do you like the game? Sophie? 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 Thank you for joining us on tonight's episode of Philosophy Today. Join in next week for another mind-boggling show. Welcome to Philosophy Today, brought to you by the makers of Minecraft and Brainstrain
Excuse me. Listen,
Hey!
that case.
Okay, now there's a concept.
That's good.
Very good. Well, how do you show them?
Good afternoon and welcome to Philosophy Today. Today's guest is Sophie Amundsen. Sophie has been receiving mysterious letters for some time. Please join me in welcoming Sophie Amundsen.
Okay, out you go, Lily. Come on. The roof.
You sound just like my mother.
Okay. Moving along our next.
What?